Yeah. Don't look at me.
This is Dave.
This is Amy.
And
We're married.
yeah.
We've been married for 2 years now.
Yep. And I'm a teacher. I'm a maths teacher in a secondary school.
And I'm a civil engineer. I work for the road service.
And we have been coming to Newton Breda. I've been coming to Newton Breda for a long time. Since I was about 11 or 12, minus about 5 years when I lived in England.
And I grew up in Analong. I grew up in a Christian home. And it was when I was quite young that I became a Christian. And I was walking home one day with my mum from school, and with the mountains behind me and the sea in front of me. And that's why I asked Jesus into my life.
I became a Christian when I was very young as well. I thought that I had to do it over and over and over again. So when I was going to bed at night, I would say, "Dear Lord, please ask Jesus to come into my heart. Amen." And I'd do that every single night until eventually my mum said, "No, Jesus is already in your heart. You don't need to keep asking." But obviously that was very, very young, immature faith. And as I grew up, it became more and more meaningful to me. And whenever I moved to Newton Breda, I did a course that taught me more about my faith, and then I got baptised, and that's when I really started taking my faith seriously.
And something similar for me in that, being a young Christian, it didn't really change my life as a 6-year-old, but growing up I really just felt that assurance of God's love, and that by trusting fully in Him and knowing that He was a major part of my life, that I was safe in the arms of Jesus, really. And I really just felt that assurance through my teenage years and growing up and growing to know Jesus more.
I feel like we have now got to a point where we are loving being servants of God, and looking for ways that we can serve Him more. And it's hard amongst busy schedules and all sorts of crazy things going on, but that's where we've got to in our marriage, where we're just looking for opportunities to be real disciples.
In recent months, obviously, I had a hard time losing my father back at the end of last year, and that's the first really big major shock to my family life that I've ever had. And the one thing that got me through that time was Jesus and God, and just that assurance that we talked about earlier, just about how trusting in God gives you hope. And at my own father's funeral, I was able to say, this present suffering is nothing compared to what lies ahead in heaven for those who know Jesus. And I really think that was a real witness, not just from me, but the rest of my family on that day, to say we love Jesus, and we want you all here who knew my father to love Jesus as well.
And we're really excited to be on the Fusion team.
I'm finished.
Me too. So that's a wrap.
Checking it out.